Chosen one, stop what you're doing and lean in. This message is not a coincidence. If you're reading this right now, it's because God Himself led you here. Heaven is moving on your behalf. What you're about to hear is not just a word of encouragement. It's a divine instruction. Say goodbye to work, not because you're giving up, but because God is stepping in. Your season of striving, surviving, and barely making it is over. The days of you having to grind just to get by are coming to a supernatural close. God is making arrangements in the Spirit that will shift your entire life. You're entering a new dimension, where provision flows without exhaustion, where favor opens doors that labor never could. The Lord is positioning you for divine ease, not earned through effort, but received through faith. This is not about laziness or idleness. It's about stepping into purpose, so aligned with your calling that it no longer feels like work. God is flipping the script. What once drained you will now bless you. What once felt heavy will now flow effortlessly. But you must understand, this kind of shift requires spiritual alignment. You cannot walk into this promise thinking the same way you did when you were hustling just to survive. God is calling you higher, into abundance, into trust, into surrender. This message is your confirmation. You've been asking, God, is there more to life than this? And His answer is clear, yes. And this is that moment of transition. Before we go any deeper, take a moment right now to do 3 things. Hit that like button to declare your agreement with this word. Subscribe to help us reach 90,000 subscribers so you never miss another prophetic message. And comment the number 99, a divine number of alignment, awakening, and supernatural order. When you do, you're not just engaging with this video. You're sending a powerful signal into the spiritual realm that you are ready to receive. Now stay with me until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal could be the very confirmation your spirit has been waiting for. If you're truly one of the chosen ones, you'll feel it as I speak. Something inside you already knows. This is for you. Your life is about to change permanently. Let's get into it. There is a moment when a voice speaks so clearly into your life that it changes everything. This moment is yours now. God, the creator of all things, is declaring to you, the chosen one, that your season of endless toil, struggle, and financial anxiety is coming to an end. This is not just a promise, but a divine declaration that you are stepping into a future where the heavy burden of work and worry will be lifted from your shoulders forever. Imagine waking up each day free from the chains of exhaustion, free to live a life filled with peace, joy, and supernatural provision. You've endured so much, countless days and nights spent grinding, sacrificing, and hustling just to keep afloat. But now, God is calling you to trust Him fully, to release your fears and weariness, and to embrace the divine plan He is carefully unfolding behind the scenes. This is your invitation to say goodbye to the stress that has haunted you, and to prepare for a life where you no longer have to fight just to survive. This promise is sacred and unbreakable, because it comes from God Himself. The same God who breathed life into existence is saying, your struggle is over. Your breakthrough is here. Step forward in faith and expectation. Your divine destiny awaits, and the days of relentless labor are behind you. God is intimately aware of every struggle you've faced, the long nights, the moments of doubt, the battles fought silently in your heart. He has watched your hustle, your sacrifices, and even the complaints whispered when no one else was listening. Your pain has never gone unnoticed. The God of the universe is personally invested in your story, and His compassion for you is greater than you can imagine. When life feels heavy and your efforts seem futile, remember this: God is not distant or uncaring. He is near, attentive, and deeply moved by your perseverance. Your struggles have not been in vain. They have prepared you for a divine elevation that will shatter every barrier standing in your way. The pain you've endured has a purpose. It is the soil from which your breakthrough will grow. So, when you feel invisible or forgotten, hold on to this truth. God sees you. He honors your faithfulness and is already working behind the scenes to turn your struggle into your strongest testimony. Your breakthrough is not just possible, it's imminent. If you've ever felt the overwhelming desire to quit your job or walk away from the grind because it drains your spirit, God is speaking directly to you now. It's okay to feel ready to let go of the work that no longer fulfills you or that only brings stress and worry. But instead of despair, you are being invited into a divine exchange, a better plan that God has tailored just for you. This is not about giving up. It's about stepping into God's rest and provision. God's plan is to replace your hustle with supernatural favor, your stress with peace, and your financial struggles with abundance. Imagine waking up with excitement for the day ahead, knowing that your source is no longer tied to endless labor, but to God's unfailing promise. God is preparing a way where you will no longer have to chase money or opportunities. They will chase you. Trust Him to open new doors, to promote you in ways you never imagined, and to bless you beyond your wildest dreams. Get ready to say goodbye to frustration and hello to divine success. Behind every breakthrough is a divine arrangement, an invisible, powerful plan crafted by God's own hand to change your life forever. These arrangements are the unseen connections, the perfect timing, and the miraculous opportunities that God orchestrates to bring His promises to life. When God sets a plan in motion, it is flawless and unstoppable. You may not see these arrangements now. You may feel like you're waiting in silence, but rest assured, God is moving behind the scenes. Every setback, every closed door, and every delayed answer is part of His master plan to position you for unprecedented success. These arrangements will align people, places, and resources in a way that defies human understanding. This is God's unbreakable promise. When He commits to blessing you, nothing can stand in the way. Trust in His timing and preparation. Your life is about to be transformed by divine arrangements that bring favor, provision, and honor beyond anything you've ever imagined. Picture a life where financial worries no longer consume your mind or steal your peace. No more sleepless nights spent wondering how you'll make ends meet. No more anxiety about bills or debts. God is declaring an end to all financial tension and stress in your life. He is moving to provide for you in ways so abundant, so generous, that worry becomes a distant memory. This provision is not just about money. It's about peace, security, and freedom. When God steps in as your provider, you no longer live paycheck to paycheck. Instead, you live in overflow, able to give generously and live joyfully. The weight of financial strain is lifted, replaced by the assurance that God's supernatural hand is your source. You will find yourself walking in confidence, knowing that God's promises hold true. No longer will money dictate your happiness or limit your dreams. Instead, you will thrive in the abundance God is releasing upon your life, free from tension and full of hope. There is a divine certainty that comes with God's intervention. When He moves, failure simply isn't part of the equation. You may have faced setbacks that felt crushing, moments when you thought all hope was lost. But remember this: God's actions are unstoppable. When He decides it's time for your breakthrough, no obstacle, no opposition, no circumstance can stand in His way. This is not just spiritual jargon. It's a truth rooted in history, witnessed by countless lives transformed overnight. Think about the stories of those who trusted God in impossible situations. Joseph, who went from prison to palace. David, who defeated giants with faith as his weapon. And countless others who experienced sudden reversals of fortune because God stepped in. Your life is no different. You may feel stuck right now, but God is orchestrating a move so powerful, so precise, that the very things that held you back will become the launching pads for your greatest victory. Hold on to this truth with fierce faith. No matter how dark the night, God's dawn is coming. His promises are unbreakable, and when He acts, your failure turns to triumph, your sorrow turns to joy, and your struggle turns to unstoppable success. Prepare your heart for the unstoppable power of God's move on your behalf, because once He acts, everything changes. The rise God is preparing for you won't come at a slow, predictable pace. It will hit suddenly, like a lightning strike that leaves no room for doubt. Your wealth and status will elevate in ways that will surprise not only you, but everyone around you. Imagine people who once doubted your potential, who ignored your dreams or dismissed your efforts, now watching in stunned silence as your life changes before their very eyes. This isn't luck or coincidence. It's divine favor, moving so powerfully that it catches everyone off guard. Think of this rise as God's way of shouting to the world that He has chosen you, that He has been working behind the scenes while others slept or scoffed. Your income will increase, your position will advance, and your influence will grow, all beyond anything you ever dared to dream. This kind of unexpected breakthrough doesn't just change your bank account, it changes your identity. You'll walk taller, speak with confidence, and live with a renewed sense of purpose, because your elevation is proof that God is faithful. And it won't just be about material gain. Your status rising means you will gain respect, the kind that silences criticism and opens doors. The same people who once questioned your worth will now seek your advice and admire your resilience. This transformation will be a testament to the power of God's promises and the unstoppable nature of His blessing on your life. There is a breakthrough coming that your mind hasn't even begun to comprehend. It's bigger, deeper, and more profound than anything you've faced before. God is working in the hidden places, piecing together a plan so perfect that it will shift your entire reality. This isn't just a financial increase or a job promotion. This is a total transformation that will touch every area of your life. Your relationships, your purpose, your peace, and your joy. You might feel like you're waiting endlessly, but understand this: waiting is divine preparation. God is crafting an outcome that will blow your mind. A breakthrough so remarkable that looking back, you will see every struggle as a necessary step that led to this miracle. The breakthrough will arrive when you least expect it, catching you off guard with the fullness of God's grace and power. Prepare your heart for the unexpected. You may not see the entire plan right now, but God's hand is moving. The breakthrough is not just about fixing what's broken, it's about rewriting your destiny. When it arrives, it will bring clarity, confidence, and a newfound strength that will carry you into your next chapter with boldness. Promotion is more than just climbing a ladder. It's a divine blessing wrapped in God's perfect timing. God's favor doesn't come early or late, it arrives right on time. You may have grown impatient, waiting for your breakthrough, wondering why others seem to move ahead faster. But God's timing is never off. When He promotes you, it's a sign that you're ready to carry more responsibility, influence, and blessing. Favor is God's supernatural hand pushing you forward. It's the reason doors open when you knock, and why people respond with kindness and opportunity when you least expect it. This promotion will feel like a gift from heaven, perfectly suited to your talents, dreams, and heart's desires. It's a blessing that shows God is delighted with you and is eager to elevate your life. Trust in this divine timing. The delays were not denials. They were seasons of growth and preparation. When you receive your promotion, it will be a clear confirmation that God's favor has lifted you to a new level, one filled with honor, respect, and abundant blessings. There is a profound satisfaction in rising above those who once doubted or disrespected you, not out of bitterness, but as a testament to God's faithfulness. Those who dismissed your dreams, ignored your worth, or belittled your efforts will be forced to acknowledge the unstoppable power that God has placed in your life. This rise is a vindication of your faith, patience, and resilience. God's elevation will leave them speechless because it will be so undeniable. You won't have to prove yourself with words or anger. Your success will speak volumes. The same people who turned their backs on you will watch as you walk in favor and honor, a living example of God's justice and love. More than just surpassing others, your rise is a statement of identity. You are chosen, you are blessed, and you are destined for greatness. Let this truth fuel your courage and motivate you to keep pushing forward, knowing that your breakthrough is God's way of making your value visible to the world. Success is sweeter when it's unexpected, and even sweeter when it surprises those closest to you. The breakthrough God is orchestrating will shock not only your family and friends, but even strangers who have watched your journey with skepticism or indifference. This success will be so dramatic and undeniable that it will force everyone to take notice. Imagine the surprise on the faces of those who doubted you or who casually dismissed your ambitions when they see you standing tall, prosperous, and respected. Sometimes those closest to us are the hardest to convince of our potential because they've seen our struggles up close. But this breakthrough will change the conversation. Family members who once questioned your path will now become your biggest fans. Friends who disappeared in your difficult seasons will want to understand your secret. Your success will become a source of inspiration and a catalyst for healing broken relationships, opening doors for new opportunities and genuine connection. Moreover, this shock will be a testament to the faithfulness of God, a divine intervention that defies human expectations. Your rise will be talked about, shared, and celebrated, becoming a living proof that God's promises are real. The impact will ripple far beyond you, touching lives and inspiring others to hold on to hope, no matter how impossible things may seem. Living in God's supernatural provision means stepping into a reality where your needs are met in ways that defy natural explanation. This provision is not just about money. It encompasses peace, favor, joy, and abundant blessings in every area of your life. When God moves to provide for you supernaturally, doors that were once firmly shut suddenly swing wide open, and opportunities you never dreamed of come rushing in. Think of biblical stories where God provided manna in the desert or multiplied fish and loaves. This is the same God working in your life today. You will find yourself walking through life with a confidence rooted not in your own effort, but in the unwavering assurance that God is your source. Bills will be paid, needs met, and blessings will flow freely, allowing you to give generously and live without fear of scarcity. This provision transcends the material and touches your spirit. It brings a deep sense of security and rest, knowing that you are cared for by the Creator of the universe. Your heart will overflow with gratitude and peace as you experience a new kind of abundance, one that fills every void and transforms your entire outlook on life. What if you could receive all the blessings, breakthroughs, and success you desire without the exhausting hustle and relentless struggle? God is inviting you into a new way of living, one where you don't have to fight or chase opportunities, but instead can receive His blessings freely and fully. This is the end of the grind, the era of weariness, and the beginning of grace-filled provision. Receiving without hustle means learning to trust God so deeply that you allow His favor to work on your behalf. It means releasing the burden of trying to make things happen and resting in the knowledge that God's plan is perfect and will manifest in His timing. This shift from striving to receiving is transformative, freeing you from stress, anxiety, and exhaustion.